Hey guys, Dynasty Warrior 6 here again with another Game Finds video, and as you can tell probably from the title, this is the Game Finds from the Portland Retro Gaming Expo of 2015. This Game Finds now, Portland Retro is amazing. Once again, guys, if you have not been there, you've got to go. I met some great people, talked to some great people again, of course. Hung out with some people, and well, luckily, two of my friends were able to go with me too, so it was nice because I was almost having to go by myself, but two friends went with me, which was really cool. So awesome on that. Anyways, guys, this is the game finds from this retro collecting expo. Now, there's nothing super astonishingly rare. I didn't buy anything like a 70, 80, or $60 title. This was mostly rebuilding. This was a rebuilding the collection chance. There were a lot of games that were relatively fair in price. I got some good deals. I got some guys just to go down $5 a game. And you know what? If you do that to everybody, if you see a $20 game, you're like, hey, how about 15? Or you see a $25 game, you're like, hey, how about 20? Because a $20 bill is easier to take for those guys especially. Then you're going to be able to save $5, $5, $5, and that $5 you save stretches out, amazingly. So, anyways, had some good game finds. Nothing extraordinarily rare, but definitely some solid, super solid titles. Got mostly PS1 and PS2, and I got one console. So we'll start with the console first. The console was for $25. It was a Sega Genesis Model 2. Now the only reason why I bought this was it was $25. This one was, playing, and this one was a working one. It came with all the hookups, the controller, and everything. So for $25, it was pretty good for a Sega Genesis Model 2. I'm trying to rebuild my console collection because, funny enough, I don't have any consoles really. I've got I'm missing like a Super Nintendo, a Nintendo. I got Sega Genesis and everything like that, but and a PS2. I need a PS2. I've got PS1. Now I've got Sega Genesis. I've got Xbox 360, Wii U, PS3, but I don't have a PS2 or Super Nintendo. So I'm actually lacking in that area. Funny enough. But anyways, that was the Sega Genesis Model 2 for $25. Paid full price for that. I tried to talk to the guy down to 20. He wasn't really budging, but his was the best price for one. There were a lot of guys trying to sell Sega Genesis Model 2s and Model 1s for like $40, $50, like $35, $40. So his was the best price, and it worked. He was showing it running at the same time. We'll start with the not so good games and work our way to the good stuff, of course. First game I actually got for free. A gentleman handed this to me. He handed me World Class Track Meet for free. He had this little plastic thing wrapped around it. It was really nice of him to just give that to me for free. I paid $1. This is a buy one get one free deal, so it was cool. So I paid $1 for these two games. For $1, I got or NBA courtside, Kobe Bryant NBA courtside, which is cool. Good condition for $1. And then the free one was WCW versus NWO Revenge. So that was a good deal, because this is a great wrestling game. One of the best ones N64 ever did. So I got that. Next up for $4. Now this label's got some damage. It's not the greatest, but it is complete, which is cool. Picked up Sonic the Hedgehog. It's got a little label damage right there, but it's complete. So I love, I didn't have Sonic the Hedgehog 1, so I'm glad to get it for $4. Yeah, I got it for $4. It was a really good deal on that one. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's start with trying to decide, guys. Now we're getting to the last two stacks. We got PS1 and PS2, and I'm trying to decide. I think we're going to do PS2 first. PS2, there's definitely been a lot of games. All these games here I owned at one point, except for one, save for one. But I owned them all at one point, but when I sold, of course, I lost most of them. So this was definitely a chance to get some of these titles. This one was like 250. I paid like $250, $3 for this one. And all these games are complete, guys. Don't worry about that. This one was Mortal Kombat Armageddon. It was originally $5, and I got it for like $250. Complete. Next up, this one I paid full price for, but it was a game that I was willing to pay full price for because it's not that big of a deal, and it was only $5. Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends for $5. Complete, black label. Very nice. This one I paid full price for. No, I paid $10 for this one. I paid $10 for this one. I'm sorry. This is a really weird name. I'm gonna butcher it, guys. You know I do it. I do it great. I'm the best at butchering games names. Castle Shikigami 2. Complete Black Label. It was originally 13. Sorry about the fuzziness. If it is fuzzy, I apologize. But it was, I talked a guy down to 10. Sorry. I talked a guy down to 10, so it was cool. I was real happy getting this one and this is one I never owned even before my collection sold. So very nice to have this one. Another great game I picked up, and this one was, I think I paid $10 for this one. I think I paid $10 for this one, but it might have been the full price. Was Shining Force Neo. Not bad. Shining Force Neo, complete. Black Label. Gotta get some sticker gunk off of it, of course. But there we go. And the next one and this one was 10. I remember this one being $10. This one's a great game. Grinding as hell, though, if you know what grinding is on JRPGs. Disgaea 2 Cursed Memories. So, great condition, fully complete, Black Label. Next up, that I paid 15 for this guy. It was originally 18, 15 for this bad boy. And it's funny enough, it's got a GameStop sticker on it, which is kind of funny. But I paid 18. Is a Valkyrie Profile 2. It was originally, I don't know if you guys can even see that, 18. But then I talked him down to 15 because it's like, come on, $3. Come on, Valkyrie Profile 2, Black Label, not bad for 15 bucks. Next up, I think I paid 20 for this one. This is one of the ones I paid 20 for instead of 25. Really, this game is my favorite game of this series. I've played them all basically. It's Romance of the Three Kingdoms 10 or X. This was originally 25. I talked them down to 20. This game is amazing, guys. If you want to play a game that has a lot of replay value, a lot of fun stuff to do, get Romance of the Three Kingdoms 10. Great game, great music, just great. I love this game. This is a great game. I recommend it. Best in the series, personally, in my opinion. And that was it, guys. That was it for PS2. We still got PS1. Don't worry. Still got PS1. All right. So next up on PS1. Now, PS1, once again, as I've been stating kind of throughout this video, this has been rebuilding. This has been, a rebuilding chance and time. So not a lot of these games are great games, but they're solid. There are good games though. Don't worry, guys. I'm not like a total schmuck. But you got a good stack here, and relatively paid very little for them. This one, I actually enjoy this game. I think it's so silly. It's funny and just ridiculous. But I picked up for $3. Star Wars Masters, the Terrace Kasai, whatever. $3 for this one, complete Black Label. Not bad. Next up, for this one was $5. This was exactly $5, which was a really good deal for this game because this game's amazing. I think the comedy in this game's amazing. And it's Army Sergeant's Heroes 2 for $5. Not bad. There we go. Next up for $5, I'm only missing the manual on this, and I think I can get the manual for this game pretty easily. This guy was just basically begging people to buy games. I walked over to his booth. He's like, "Hey, you want to buy a game?" And I go, "Yeah." And I'm like, "I don't want to make you an." I grabbed Dino Crisis. Or it was Dino Crisis 2. And I grabbed it and I go, "Hey, this thing's missing the manual." And he goes, "Well, just make me an offer." And I go, "Ah, dude, I hate that because you don't want to be insulting." But you're like, well, all right, what do I say? So I go, okay, look, how about $5? And he goes, I'll take $5. And I go, score, okay, because I can order the manual on this for this bad boy online for like, I don't know, I'll figure that out, but it won't be nearly that expensive, and then I'll complete it. So there you go, $5 for that. And then I got another game. I offered this guy. Funny enough, I think I offered this guy like $5 as well because he was asking like 7 for this, and it's Civilization 2. So I got this game for $5 as well, and it's great condition, really good shape, and it actually came with the map as well, like the little chart graph thing. So it came like super complete. So I was like, oh, score. So like $5 for that one again. You're not going to go wrong with buying just $5 titles all day. You can't. So that was it for Civilization 2. Next up is a game that I actually got a story about, and this one is Bushido Blade 1. Now it says 16, but I actually paid. Let's see. Yeah, it says 16. Sorry about the fuzziness, guys. But it was actually, I paid $10 for this. I paid $10.50. What happened is the manual in here was junk. It was all the guts had been ripped out of it. So I opened it up and I was looking at it and I grabbed the manual and I realized it wasn't even there. Like the manual was just like the front cover. And I go, hey dude, with a dude for the $16. I go, dude, this manual is shot, dude. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, okay, you didn't know that. I doubt that, but all right, let's roll with that one and see what happens. So he goes, well, make me an offer. And I go, how about $10? Because the manual is basically not even there. You have like the front cover, that's it. And he goes, okay, I'll do $10. Well, I remembered a booth that I was looking at manuals because I was looking for a Dino Crisis 2 manual, had Bushido Blade manual. So I grabbed the Bushido Blade manual from that booth, and I'm like, how much is this manual? And he goes, 50. He goes, 50 cents. I go, oh, all right, cool. So I paid the 50 cents, paid the $10 for the game, and I just put this good manual inside for this Bushido Blade. So now this Bushido Blade is utterly complete with a real manual. So $10.50 for Bushido Blade. Not bad. Next up for $15, I think, yeah, this is $15. I picked up Black Label Final Fantasy Tactics. It was originally 20, got them down to 15. Fantastic condition, got some stickers I got to remove, but Final Fantasy Tactics, man, I'm sorry, you just can't go wrong. That game's amazing. You play Final Fantasy Tactics, you're in love. Swear. This game I paid full price for, but I was more than happy to because this game is amazing, and it was the last one I needed of the X series, and it's a Mega Man X6. The case is cracked a little bit, but that's easy to remedy. New case, bada bing, bada boom, perfect. Mega Man X6, Black Label, can't go wrong on that one. Almost last one, guys. Picked up for $10, complete, of course, Final Fantasy Anthology for $10. Originally 13. So you can get deals there, man. If you look around, you can find guys selling games for nothing. Like he had originally 18.50, but then he put his new sticker on there for 13. So I said, hey, look, you got 13 on here and you got 18.50 here. What are you going to honor? And he goes, I'm going to honor 13. So I go, well, okay, how about this? And I told him, I know I'm being a bit of a dick, but how about I give you 10 because 13 is just ridiculous. And he goes, yeah, okay, I'll take 10. So clearly this guy was just trying to sell games and get rid of stuff. So 13 or 10 for this guy. Not bad. And the last game, this case has a little damage. I'm going to have to replace it. But it was a cool game. Everyone else had this game for like $35, almost $40. Low end I saw 30, but this is the lowest I saw it, and I bought it for this price. I paid the full price for this one. For $25, picked up Dragon Valor. Now it's got a little case damage right there, but that's easy to fix. But Dragon Valor complete, Black Label. I never owned this game before in the past, so this is kind of cool to get this one. Black Label complete. So $25 for Dragon Valor. And that is it, guys. That is it for the Portland Retro Game Finds video. It was a really good Portland Retro. I talked to a lot of the store owners. Most said that in the first day, they all practically sold out. Like they were selling out of games so fast that their heads were spinning. So clearly the expo is, these guys are going to come back next year and, do it again, because when you make that kind of money, you're not going to say, oh, well, no, I don't want to do it again. No, there were so many, and I don't know what a lot of people were saying either about there's not a lot of games there. I thought there were a lot of booths with a lot of games. There might have not been as much variety, but when your collections get big and, you have most of the games that they have, it is hard to find games that you're not, you're looking for. Like if you're looking for Brigadine or Vanguard Bandits or, Azura Dreams or something like that. Even on, that's PS1. Those are really uncommon. You don't see them very often in rare games. If you're looking for that kind of stuff, you're gonna have a hard time finding it. Now, if you're looking for Mario 64 or Donkey Kong 64 or Mario Parties or Mega Man X's, now there were a lot of Mega Man X2s and X3s there, guys. Especially X2. I probably every booth I went to, almost every single one, like every one out of two booths had Mega Man X2. One out of three at least. 30 like at least 30% of booths had Mega Man X2 floating around. Kind of crazy on that. Like I already own Mega Man X2, so I wasn't like a big deal to me. I was like looking at it, see Mega Man X2. But that was kind of crazy. I was like, wow, everyone's got Mega Man X2 here. What the hell's going on? But that's just kind of how the ebb and flow works. Like everyone's got Mega Man X2s, but then the funny thing was there were like people. I heard a lot of people, and I was looking too, but a lot of people were asking about, hey, you got Super Nintendo? You got